Hi, welcome back to Spice vs. Spice, a series where we eat a spicy food and review a spicy book, and I'll let you know which one I think is spicier. Representing the food team today, we have the shebang bang shrimp from the boiling crab in the XXX spice level. And representing the book team today, we have Threads of Fate by Lexi Esme. So the story starts with Rianne. Rianne's car broke down at work, so her boss offered her a ride home. Partway into the drive, she was like, this isn't the way to my house, and then we learned that her boss is the major creep who's planning some shady things, and then she yeeted herself out of the car as she should and ran. Some physical altercations, more running until they both fell into a pit. So the pit was dark, eerie, lots of remains, and her boss still managed to be the bigger creep. And suddenly they see a pair of red eyes and dark appendages that crawls out. And then one of the appendages went straight through her boss's chest, followed by a lot of spider silk just enveloping him. The appendages and silk belongs to an enormous spider, and that spider, of course, turns out to be her future man's Cephas. Now Cephas, top half human for human arms, bottom half spider for spider legs. And he kind of reminds me of characters from like Chinese manhwas or like Xianxiaobushas, so major slay. He also has fair skin and long silky black hair, so I was imagining Yang the entire time. So at this point, Rianne is scared out of her mind. Cephas lets her go. She goes home, has a little breakdown, just girly things. She's trying to process what she saw, so in her mind she's envisioning him, and then she whispers his name. So naturally, this 8-foot-tall Spider-Man appears in her living room. She was like, WTF, why are you here? And he was like, I could ask you the same thing. My destined wife. Because you see, only his destined wife is able to summon him at her will and command him to do whatever she wants. So of course she was like, what? No. And then that lasted maybe 10 seconds, and then she folded when she saw him being scared of her cat. I don't blame her though, because the man knows how to make a girl giddy. Main point of conflict in the book though is his past and the shame and guilt he carries with that and what that means for their relationship. But there is a happily ever after. As for the spice, he can shift into human form, so I should warn you that most of the spice happens in his human form. The Goodreads girlies were not happy about that. But justice for my man, because that man can eat his shrimp, slurps the whole thing, licks the plate clean, no sauce left behind. Human form or not, he puts the bang bang in shebang bang shrimp. I think the most unique part, human or spider form, is the use of silk suspensions. And also his venom that comes out of his fangs that heightens one's craving for shebang bang. Now I say that was used with consent, but I wish for the first time that it was used, he explained the effects of the venom a little bit more. Every time after that was fine, but I just want to make sure there's no room to argue dubcon. And there was a line where skin tone was compared to a food, which... But generally I was pretty giddy with the romance aspect. There was also a nightmare scene, so extra giddy points. Okay, now for the spice, this is not really giving XXX, so I'm gonna give it to the book. That's all I have for today. As always, I appreciate book and or food recs in the comments.